Why do we have to fight so many enemies?
I shall support everyone.
You owe me.
Let me help you.
I will aid you.
My gratitude.
I shall do my best.
Stay strong.
Thank you.
Don't give up on me now.
I am here to help.
We'll give it my all.
This is taking too long.
I will aid you.
My gratitude.
You owe me.
You will fall.
Don't give up on me now.
It ends here.
I have enough of this.
I will not stand down.
This is taking too long.
You will fall. Victory is ours.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of War Divisions, and I just want to give a little breakdown on the team that's being showcased in today's video. So first off, we got Yuffie. I just pulled her. You saw the pull video. She stole all my vids. So I got her to 140. I'm so used to saying 120. 140. And this is the stuff I have on her. I opted to go to operative so she could use this move over her Wu Tai dash, which is also a great move, but for this team I need to hate that. I want as much attacks focused on Kima as possible. She's built for evasion. She has bells on, but I only have the bells because it has luck and agility stones onto it, and it has some luck and attack. It has some good pink trust stones that I don't feel like moving to another trust master reward. and Bells is off as well, so she's not gonna use Bells. She doesn't need Bells. You could give her any other accessory TMR, and you'll be fine. Or if you're gonna have an accessory in the main slot, then have an armor piece TMR that gives her evasion, like such as Locke's bandana. That's not a bad idea. But I have the Bells off because she really doesn't need it. As long as she does her hate down buff and her guarantee hit nullifying buff, then we're good to go. Mont's the tank. This is how I have him here. Just a quick stat down. All positives in elemental resistance. More light than dark, but with our elemental buffs in battle, we should be fine. I turned on Mercy's Grace for this team because of how I want the setup to be, how I want the AI to move. Because I want them to group buff each other as much as possible, and it helps keep Naiah back. And you'll see why. You'll see what I'm talking about. Because in practice runs, when I have that off, Naiah will be everywhere on the map. I didn't show the stats for Yuffie. My bad, but these are the stats for Yuffie. Not too bad, honestly. And then Naiah here, I gave her the bow tie to limit her mobility in the first 3 turns, because like I said, she will move everywhere on the map, close to your allies, but it puts her in danger if your allies are close to enemies, because then she'll be close to enemies. She's on Cleric because Cleric got their Cleric jobs got their enhancement in it, where I don't think anything happened with Dark and Light Veil. Their Kuraga, their cure spell became Curative Prayer, which is a nice single target spell. Low TP, multiple uses, and removes debuffs. Perfect for healing a tank and having their defenses restored. And then she has access to Dark Veil, which helps me against dark matches. We are on the map that benefits dark units, so we have that. And then most of her stuff is on because they're pretty good. The regen, as I mentioned in my thoughts video, has some range, so that's fine. 2 casts of full life, and she has the TP to support that and still do her other stuff. Cure, she's not going to use it because she has the Cleric's Cure. That one's better. And then Reflect. I also gave her the Blessed Ribbon, which is, I think, Summer SRL's Trustmaster. Yeah, Summer Elzerel's. Summer Elzerel's Trustmaster, because it's another extra heal, and it has some range, and it's instant cast time, so that helps. Sometimes her casting gets her killed as well, and that will be the difference between if I win the match or I lose the match. Because if I had that heal go off, I would have won, but because it didn't go off, I lose. So I added this Trustmaster to it, and with the Trust Stones, these the set bonuses, not these, because they're green trust stones, just more healing power and magic, pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much the team. So now let's head into some more battle. Alright, for our next match, we have an old dark team. The map still favors dark units, so it's hard to not fight them. So if you're climbing arena still this week, yeah, it's gonna be you're gonna be facing a lot of dark units, which is a good and bad thing. But we have Darfina, Sephiroth, and Little Leela. So we start off with our elemental buff from Mont. He stays still to cast it, which allows Naiah to get near and do her regen and cast casting on everyone. Because she does that, she doesn't have to worry about casting regen all over again because everyone's on regen, so she'll move on to her next spell on her list. In this case, it's going to be Dark Veil because I have that on and not Light Veil on. Since none of the enemy units are close, Yuffie was able to do her guarantee hit nullifying buff, which is going to help her dodge Sephiroth's guaranteed limit breaker if he uses it. Now Naiah, since I have two buffs turned on, Naiah is now gonna do her reflect buff onto Mont. So if that Dark Fina does her magic attack within 3 turns onto Mont's gonna reflect it. But for now, Mont's absorbing all the hits. Some of those hits are gonna get recover back, but now we got a limit break here right after he took some counter damage from Sephiroth, but because Sephiroth's berserk, we don't have to worry about that counter damage anymore. So as you can see here, Fina's gonna go after Mont with his attack and then goes right back onto Dark Fina, knocking her out and proccing her re-raise sooner than expected. So now this allows Yuffie to come in to do her attack and knock both Sephiroth and Dark Fina down, which only leaves Lilila. And it's going to give us an advantage here. Unfortunately, Lilila didn't get Berserk, but it doesn't look like she was able to do much damage to Mont. Her Courage proc. This is one of those few battles that Naiah actually survived all of it, or majority of it. Lilila tries to knock her out here. Somehow she took that hit pretty well. Again, it's rare, but Yuffie gets her knockout, and we win this match. Alright, next we got a lightning team. We actually ran into the lightning team while climbing up the ranks. So I wanted to see how things go because I got the elemental buff from Mont turned on, but Naiah's rotation currently does include Dark Veil, and I'm not really gonna turn that off because it just helps keep her away from everyone as much as possible. So it's left on for this battle as well. It's gonna be a wasted turn, but I'd rather waste a turn keeping her back than having her move forward and just dying sooner. But we're facing your typical lightning team with Cloud, Esther, and Lightning. So pretty much all sword users. We got our buff again from Yuffie. So if Cloud does his triple slash, he should be able to dodge it all. Mont's gonna move in and do his Miami slash. His healing power slash move. I have that one turned on versus his other slash moves because healing has been more prominent nowadays. So I want to keep healing power on a low. Unfortunately, Naiah died because Lightning has a huge AoE and Maya was close to Mont. So that's one of that's a clear example of why I can't recommend Naiah to a lot of people, because she will get close no matter where you're at, and a lot of units nowadays have long range AoE attacks. They're gonna hit hard, and she's gonna get caught in a blast and most likely die from the AoE. So you could plan as much as possible, but as soon as they do that massive AoE, you're gonna die. But we managed to knock out Cloud. We only have to deal with Esther and Lightning. Lightning gets off her counter here, killing Mont. So now it's just 2 ladies versus 1 lady. Final Fantasy 13 and FB versus Final Fantasy 7. Luckily, Lightning and Esther aren't the most accurate units, although I could argue that Lightning can get some better accuracy than Esther. But Lightning goes down, and that just leaves a blind Esther who's just not gonna be able to hit Yuffie at all. And Yuffie's gonna, I was gonna say go for the KO, but Courage prop, But pretty much we got this one in the bag because there's nothing Esther can do. Alright, for the final battle of this video, it's going to be against another dark team, but this one is kind of special because this one's from a participant of one of the PvP tournaments that Square/Gumi held. I believe this is the one that was held at the beginning of the year, because there is a second one that is going on, I think currently, or it's going to happen on the 15th. It's a random selection to enter, and I didn't get selected again, which is fine. I'll just try again next time. I just want to enter them just for fun, you know, to see how it is. But I figure, you know what, let's see how this sub-optimal team goes against someone who probably has optimized their teams with pink trust stones, stuff like that. I say sub-optimal because not all my trust stones are pink. Some are, some aren't. And there's probably still a lot more work to be done with my team that can make it a lot better. I don't fully optimize, but if I go to like one of these tournaments, I do try to prepare as much as possible. I just really don't want to sit there and grind trust stones all day. But I still wanted to see how well I did. So we got our buffs off, including a reflect. So that was great. But oh, we did. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think we got the guarantee buff off. But I will say this: Little Leela was able to get into range to attack Naiah, and Naiah somehow survived that hit. But because Little Leela was able to get in range, and her transcendent ability gives her hate, Mont went after her and wasted his limit break onto her, which was a problem. So we were able to knock out Little Leela, but now we still have to deal with Dark Fina and a Sephiroth, who hits hard, and we don't have any Berserk to try to like slow them down a little bit. Naiah was able to get her Karaga off here, so everyone got a CT boost, which is great. So normally here Mont would have tried to done his limit break, but he couldn't. He tried to stun Sephiroth to no avail. Sephiroth just countering left and right. We tried to blind the two units, but it didn't work out too well. Fina got her Dark Cure, and now Fina's gonna do her Dystopia attack, which gets reflected, but she took the damage like a champ. So now Naiah is going to try to do full life, but Sephiroth's close enough to do damage to her. And now we're just left with King Mont versus two damage dealing units. One of them being a magic unit, and he's not going to take those attacks too well. So this is going to be a loss. But, you know, it was nice to see where I stand against a person who properly prepares for this stuff. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. See you guys next time. Later.